Welcome to another episode of Keep Moving, your podcast that will talk about just about anything and everything that we ever wanted to talk about. And we will do so with love, positivity, respect, and of course, your favorite uncle. I'm Big Unk. That's Captain Eli. Let's get started here on another episode of Keep Moving.
Keep Moving, the number one ADHD podcast. Many of your people are saying that.
A lot of people are saying that I am super ADHD. So.
Well, you and me both. Hey, Akil, did you notice anything different? No, nothing different. Maybe the setup's a little more nicer. The camera quality's a little better. You can hear my dulcet tones in my voice.
You have a $300 microphone, and
well, you do, and I'm borrowing it.
I know, and a $20 haircut.
It really was a $20 haircut, unironically.
Yeah.
In this economy, you gotta be a little thrifty.
So I cut my own hair.
Really?
Yeah, have for years.
You must save a bundle.
Yeah, money right now is not a good topic for me. It's getting hard out here for a pimp.
Well, that's why we're a very relevant podcast, because it's not great for a lot of people. So we're in it too, folks. You might be confused and think we're living a lap of luxury, but we're kind of like you too.
I don't know, everybody else, all right.
Anyway, as the theme of the podcast, we're gonna keep moving.
We're just gonna move past my trauma. No, I'm just kidding. No, this week, the United States soccer team lost to Belgium.
You hate to see it.
In a 4-1 match. I mean, they got, in the world of soccer, they got shellacked.
Yeah, it's not great.
They got bent over.
And the American team's quite good, right?
I don't think so, but all right.
Oh, well, they've won in the past, right?
No, we've never won a World Cup.
Oh, well, this shows how much I know.
And this is the first time we've came out of our pool of four. This is the first time we've come out of it in 20 years, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, 2006, I think.
Ouch.
Yeah. And I think the last time the World Cup was going on, I was in Europe. I was in, I think I was either in London or Ireland. I can't, no.
Don't get those confused. They'll get real mad at you.
Well, I know that, I'm not saying that I was in like, I'm mistaking it. I'm saying that.
They're so similar, you can't tell them apart. I'm just kidding. Oh my God, millennial soundboard.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah, I heard it this time.
But you couldn't hear the music. Oh, that's insane.
Oh, but what about the World Cup?
All right. So the World Cup this year, America played in it. They got a shellacking, but it was interesting. They had a player who was given a red card the previous match, and under the FIFA rules and just soccer rules in general, you get a red card, you're out the next match.
Makes sense.
Now, the foul that they called was egregious. I'm sorry, it wasn't egregious. Like, it was like they used some sort of AI system and they freeze framed it. And when they look at the freeze frame, it looks worse than what it really is. Like they were jockeying for position. He may have accidentally stepped on his heel, but it didn't look intentional.
Yeah.
So it wasn't with malice. So it's maybe a yellow card. All right, okay, we get those.
Of course.
But to go like, red.
I mean, it's FIFA. They're always trying to do some BS. I've known this for forever. That FIFA is like, I don't know. I just think of them as an incredibly corrupt organization.
Well, I mean, they.
It's in fashion right now. We're in corruption season,
Well, come on now. We got to be positive for people. Debbie Downer.
I'm just looking at things how they are. People don't like that, you know.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But yeah, no. So I did hear about the red card situation, and then I heard a particular famous American had something to say about that.
Which one?
Donald Trump is the guy I was talking about.
Oh,
Your president and mine.
yeah. So President Trump then gets on the phone with FIFA's president. And is like, hey, I don't think that was a red card. And so mysteriously, they didn't see anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you were telling me earlier they kind of split the baby with the red card. They're going to delay its implementation to when it doesn't matter. But they're not taking it away.
So their thought is that it's a red card, but he'll serve it the next time America plays.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to say like, oh, well, in the future, they're going to delay it for 1 year, and then he'll serve his 1-game suspension. And I was like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
But it shows you that there's a problem in sports that's bigger than just sport.
Yeah.
It's that if you have the right connection and power, you don't have to abide by the rules.
Yeah. Corruption.
The rule for a reason. I didn't write it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't write it. The people at home didn't write it. None of us wrote the rule, but for some reason, the rule now is there's an exception to the rule. Like, well, we can delay it up to a year.
Yeah, I see the point of the rules is we all agree on them. It's not, oh, well, some people don't have to follow the rules because, FIFA is such a wonderful organization that it really wants to get in the good graces of Donald Trump. So they'll do almost anything to make that happen.
I think that world is rapidly deteriorating.
Yeah, no, they're falling apart. I think they made a bad bet, but it's also they probably don't care,
Yeah, and I think part of me starting to feel like that too. Like, well, I don't care. What the rules don't have if the rules don't have meaning, then why have them?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be an issue in the future when folks, you see a two-tiered system where rules for thee, not for me. People are going to be like, yeah, that's BS.
Portland's a prime example of that.
I don't see. I guess elaborate on that.
Well, Portland's one of those cities where it's like, we want freedom and justice, and then they start burning things. Like,
have you been watching a lot of Fox News recently?
No, I don't watch the news.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, perfect example: street takeovers. Are they legal?
Sorry, say it again.
Street takeovers.
No, they're not.
They're not.
No.
But yet people do them, and the police oftentimes don't arrest anybody. They don't find them because people are like, well, it's not a good rule.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you don't want to get into the policing.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, why that is. Portland's police are specifically very bad.
I don't think they're that bad. I think it's just that a lot of people don't understand what worse looks like.
I mean, I got the numbers to back it up.
No, I said what worse looks like.
Oh, it could always be worse, I guess, is a good defense.
Yeah, right. So it's like people who once said Obama was a terrible president, they like
were the people me?
Anyway, there are people that say Obama was a terrible president, and it's like, well, who do you rather have, Obama or Trump?
Yeah, I guess. Again, I don't want to get too much of a tangent, but I don't think that convinces a lot of people. You know what I mean?
I get it. But if your last two options, I mean, there's other ways to go about changing rules, though.
Sure. No,
like you don't just ignore them because it doesn't suit you at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You go, you know what? I don't like that law, or I don't like that policy. I don't like that rule. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to advocate for change. Now, do I believe in civil disobedience from time to time? Yeah. But don't have the rule then. Like if you saying, hey, we're not going to follow the rule because of, you can't get mad when somebody goes, well, I'm just not going to follow the rule.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the next time somebody else gets a red card, the next match, they just go out there and start playing. Like, fuck it. What does it matter?
Yeah. When the body loses its legitimacy, again, we're seeing it with, institutions like the Supreme Court. I think a lot of people think it's a completely illegitimate body and don't pay attention. But it's meant to be the structure and glue that holds everything together. And once you start pulling at the threads, I'm not saying anarchy happens, but certainly I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah, well, but it's also the type of people who get to circumvent rules. So because they kind of made the whole Daniel Cormier, Donald Trump Jr. asking him for insider information.
Oh my God, yeah.
On a sports thing, it's like that's weird. Like, why do it? Because that is what people become used to. They become very used to, and they become desensitized to following the rule of law.
Yeah,
but they scream when someone else does it, like, "Oh my God, these leftists or these extreme rightists." I'm like, "Well, you guys didn't follow it. You don't care."
Yeah, no, I think the hypocrisy baiting only goes so far, but like, certainly, I don't take Republicans' criticisms on almost anything legitimate, because you can just point to them, I don't know, supporting the president who, unironically, is probably the worst president we've ever had. Just, not really a matter of opinion; it's a matter of fact. You want to point to anything in any particular person, you're like, well, that's bad. They shouldn't. The Democrats are bad for doing that. Just you just have to point at Trump and be like, you like this guy? Shut up. I don't care what you think.
Well, it goes so far, and I'm not going to go into Graham Platten or anything because I really don't care. But it goes into the, like, when we talk about the Me Too thing, I'm like, yeah, people. I mean, it's victim blaming. Like, oh, you're blaming the victims. It's like because the victim didn't want to comply with the rule, did not go through the process, which should be legitimate and fair. They just don't want to comply. And so they use their power and authority. And it's funny. I just got done watching. Did you ever watch Yellowstone?
No, I'm vaguely aware of it.
Great show.
Okay.
Great show. I'll say that. Yellowstone was a great show. But in Yellowstone, it was like the same thing. It's like, well, Kevin Costner goes, I don't agree. We're not going to let nobody take our land. And then what they do at the end of the movie? They sell it back to the Native Americans for exactly what they paid for it.
Damn, I didn't know the show was woke.
Well, that's the way it ends. But like, there's like hundreds of people that died for this ranch during the show.
Yeah,
bodies all up and down Wyoming.
That's the one thing I know about is they be capping people.
Yeah, it was like, but you think back to just a situation where there's a rule in place. There's a policy in place. Everyone should be expected to follow it within the law. Like, I get it. People bend rules, or they construct the rule so it's bendable instead of exactly saying what they mean.
Yeah.
And you know what? Ich liebe Deutschland.
Okay.
I love the Deutschland.
Sure.
I love Germany because of that exact reason. It's like a bunch of people that just follow, like, there's very tight rules.
Yeah, as far as I understand, it's a big rule country. They love the rules.
They love the rules. Like, why'd you cross the street? The light, well, there's nobody coming. But why cross? The man with the hat didn't tell you to walk. So you think about it, it is ultimately a consistent thing that is happening around the world. And the World Cup is just showing it. You still hire these people like, Hamas is a terrorist organization. Like, Hamas just recently gave up power. So now who are you going after? There's no government.
Yeah.
So when an Egyptian gentleman who was putting on the World Cup so fans could watch Egypt was bombed with his 8-year-old nephew. And you're like,
yeah, I mean,
what the heck? And they were like, well, we thought we were going after somebody else. I'm like, so instead of like using a sniper, you use these like ballistic missiles for one guy?
I don't know why anyone would listen. And I will just say, was bombed by Israel. It's just worth saying. People, he didn't get bombed by anybody. It was Israel specifically.
Well, again, I'm saying that I'm not playing any politics here. What I'm saying is
politics. It's just a fact. It's just
following rules following the expectations
Mm-hmm.
is what we are supposed to do as good humans. And if anybody else identifies as a Christian or follows Catholicism or Buddhism or even Muslims, you know, they should be following their book of rules. But it seems like everyone like, yeah, I have rules for me to point out against someone else instead of the rules that I should be following.
Of course,
like loving people, honoring them, respecting sovereign nations, not attacking borders that are not yours. There was a more recently there were a group of people who were settlers in Lebanon. There were settlers in Albania on that little magical Trump island. And I'm like, what are Israeli settlers doing on an island in Albania?
If people wanted to look into the Greater Israel Project, that's, you know, it has a lot of rings to previous history.
Well, I'm going to tell you this much. The Albanian people said, book that. And they just ran them out of town.
Yeah. It was the, wasn't it a Kushner project? They were trying to build like a resort on an island or something like that.
Yeah, it was the Kushner project. Exactly.
Yes, that's correct. No, I mean, the president there, obviously Albania, who surprise, it's a very corrupt country. But yeah, the people were like, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? You're going to do this? And I think that's kind of the point I wanted to this whole rule breaking and stuff like that. I think a lot of people are sort of like doing the look back, like, you seriously think you are above these rules? You think you can just ram them down our throat, make us comply to them, and then you're above them? And I think that upsets a lot of people. I find it upsetting.
I found it upsetting. And what they did at the World Cup was the prime example.
Yeah.
So sport in its perfection is imperfection.
Yeah, no, it's people. And I think that's why it's so silly putting AI in there. It's like, oh, well, it won't be us deciding. It'll be the AI. It's like the AI you programmed with your biases. Well,
let's be fair. The AI didn't decide the red card. The AI was capturing the snapshots. That was the difference. Is the system they use captures snapshots, so it'll basically freeze framing each like tenth of,
like a video camera. I'm a little bit anti AI. I don't really like it that much. So every time it F's up, I'm just like, no kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's I think the overarching thing is where you're very obviously flaunting the rules, I should say. And, you know, Trump is very known for that. Just like, I don't care. And it's like, then I don't care either. I won't restrict myself to the rules that you don't follow yourself. And I think it's ridiculous when you point out when we're not following the rules, you're not being polite, you're not doing this. It's like, fire with fire, honey. I don't play nice. I don't play your games.
Well, I'm not playing their game anymore either.
Yeah. I don't think it's smart. I don't, if they want to have a ceasefire and back down, you know, maybe there's discussion there, but I won't limit myself to be like, oh yeah, well, when they go low, we go high. It's like, that didn't work.
No. I go high. I clothesline you. Why they're kneecap? Yeah. They want to kneecap me. I want to clothesline them and take off their head.
I agree. Honestly, I agree.
What?
But yeah, no. So
you agree?
What was that?
He agrees with me, ladies and gentlemen. He agrees with me.
I'm always agreeing with you. You're a very agreeable person. But so the World Cup, was there anything else on that?
What? The World Cup? The World Cup, we watched Belgium beat America, so 4-1. We saw Messi from Argentina, the GOAT. He's just the GOAT.
Okay.
Argentina's down like 2-0. Then Egypt goes and that's what I was going to talk about. Egypt in that Argentina game. So Egypt's up 2-0. Then Egypt goes with like they're going down the field. They're about to get a third score. It's negated. But there's an interesting part. The Egyptian coach comes back and he's making that sign, which in international soccer means stop the match. There's racism. stop the match, there's racism. They didn't stop the match. They just continued, and they thought he was playing. But in the distance, there was an Israeli flag, and apparently they were yelling at the coach something that was very racist.
Oh, that's the first time that's happened.
And again, but there's also a British young man. He was at the match. He reported racism because he's like, they were saying very discriminatory things about Cape Verde, and which was this small like African Cape Verde. So Verde. Yeah, my nephew said that's not how you say it. Like I was like, oh, Cape Verde, right?
I'm an American.
Yeah, and my nephew's like, that's not how you say it. It's Spanish. I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, he says that. So the small little island, it's got about 300,000 people. Half of their players are, wait for it, immigrants.
No.
Yeah, crazy thought. I know.
The fellow who got the red card was an immigrant, no? Or is an immigrant? Yeah,
he was an immigrant. He is an immigrant. Well, actually, technically, he's an anchor baby.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, his parents were they're from Nigeria, and they were anchored in London, and they were here on vacation, and he just couldn't get home because she was pregnant.
Well, when they're winners, we love them, and they are Americans. So just,
Yeah. All right, so let me just finish up the Egypt scenario. So the coach from Egypt does like this. He says there's racism. They don't stop the match. They keep playing. Funny thing, they come back and win 3-2. Argentina. Messi scores 2 goals all within like 11 minutes. So congratulations to the wonderful people of Argentina. I think you guys did a great job, but at the end of the day, here we go. So yeah, but yeah, you touched on a very interesting subject that I loved about this World Cup.
Yeah.
Immigrants, they get the job done. Yes, immigrants, we get the job done. So the immigrants that I saw at the World Cup this year have been everywhere. But there's a lot of racism that comes with it. I mean, people making the chimp face. One of the world's largest streamers had that Cape Verde jersey on for the football match, and basically they were being racist towards them, making the chimp thing. Ooh. Like, are you serious?
Wait, which streamer was that?
Some streamer, I don't know his name.
Okay.
He was black.
It wasn't iShowSpeed.
Yeah, it was.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
he's such a nice guy too. He's seems like a really, really cool guy.
And he just like turned his head and like was like, all right, bye. Like,
yeah. No, I know people do a lot because he's very high energy, and because of that, they do like a lot of insane racist shit. It is very uncomfortable.
Yeah. But again, it's like you have a true D-bag like clavicular, and he's like, he gets a little bit of shit, but his biggest shit is like he tries to shit on other people.
Yeah, well, it's like earned animus versus people just being like, you're black and I don't like that. Clavicular isn't just existing. He's not a great guy.
But it's like, Eli, do you know why I started this podcast?
Why we started this podcast?
Yeah, that too. But me, okay, you're there too. Do you know why?
No.
Because people have a choice. They have a choice today. They have a choice on who their role models are.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, you didn't have a lot of choices. You had a drunk uncle that gave you some bad advice. You had a teacher that was like racist and you just didn't want to listen to him. But if you didn't want to engage with people, you just became reclusive to yourself.
Yeah.
Now there are people that are reclusive to themselves, but yet they're reclusive and they're staring at their screen and they're going at home going, this guy, Chud the Builder, he knows what I feel. Every time somebody says something, I'm going to be, or Andrew Tate, or we give prowess, we give credibility to the worst people among us in this world. The worst people.
Mm-hmm.
Name a very famous influencer. Mine, she said this guy's Speed. And you look at Jack Doherty. The guy was texting and driving during a rainstorm wrecked his Maybach, and then starts crying about it and doesn't even help his friend out.
Yeah, he starts filming. Yeah, real worm type behavior. But I think that's where, like you're saying, being a different voice in that, to be like, you don't have to be this complete dork who's just hungry for people to look at you. It's very pathetic behavior.
The reason I wanted to start this is because people can choose who they want to emulate or who they don't want to emulate. I'm not the greatest role model. I will assure you of that. I'm not. You know, like, yeah, I partied a lot when I was young. All right. So I did a lot of Vegas snow dust when I was younger. I mean, a lot. So I hung out and I made a lot of mistakes, but I learn from my mistakes. And so I share my wisdom with younger individuals. But these younger individuals and these guys like Andrew Tate, they're not giving you life advice based off of fixing their mistakes. Those are the guys that double down on their bull crap. Well, and I'm going to say that Hollywood and mainstream media and the talking heads that we saw on television for the last 20 years have made our society systemically worse. And it's because we cannot learn how to be good people.
I would say it's because they have a financial interest in doing that. I would say that's their real motivation. They're grifters of the highest order.
Answer this question. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, hip hop, you had a number one hip hop artist all the time. Okay. Who are the number one hip hop artists right now?
Well, I'll just say I'm not the right person to ask, but I also have no idea.
You know why? Because hip hop has fallen out of the top 10.
Yeah.
The genre is dying. I'm like, no. Gangster rap. They promoted it. They pushed it. They said it was everything you need to be. And it gave people money and clout. And then we start seeing young kids making YouTubes using real pew-pews. Real ones. And then writing about it in their art. They're writing about it. And then people have the nerve. They have the nerve to defend them going, well, it's their artistry. You talking about a crime you committed is not an artistry. It is an admission of guilt.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess so. I think a lot of it's just lived experience, but I think there's also a lot of people who want it to pretend it's their lived experience, you know. But
it's got them in trouble.
To bring back focus to the World Cup, immigrants. You know, it's really interesting that, you know, again, this administration obviously has been really awful to immigrants. They're, you know, rounding people up who are Americans even, and killing people who are even Americans. But yet, you know, when things are, the chips are down, as it were, they give a red card to an immigrant. They're not like, well, yeah, they're just like that. It's like, yeah, maybe just suspend the red card. Maybe just let it go through. It's like, it doesn't, you know, they're not ever consistent.
But the immigrant factor plays a role because from these very bad people that we've watched, these very bad racist individuals, these prejudicial individuals, these racist individuals who are bigots, you know, because not every bigot is a racist, but every racist is a bigot.
Okay. Yeah.
And what we've discovered is that the game of soccer, a game, mind you, where America walked away with, I think, $19 million.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the loss, they lost and they got $19 million.
Oh, okay. The take home.
The take home, $19 million. So I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. There aren't 30 guys on that team. There's a lot of money.
Split between them?
Yep. It's split between the athletes and the coaching staff. So there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
And there lies the problem. We've removed the glory of sport. I just watched another story that just came out today where Deloitte is now running NIL for the NCAA. That's a privately held corporation running the NIL deals for the NCAA. I'm sorry, make this make sense. How's the nonprofit who's charged with making decisions outsourcing to a corporation that has a shareholders investments to worry about. To hell with the athletes. It's all about the shareholders.
Yeah, it comes back, and not to get on my red soapbox, but it's always money, honey.
I'm just saying we're ruining the glory of sport.
Say again?
We're ruining the glory of sport.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it perverts everything. That's just what it does. It eventually pervert everything because it's trying to maximize profits, and turns out that doesn't make the best, most interesting sport. It's just, it's why there's gambling in everything now, right?
Yeah.
It's not because what did you say? Prediction markets?
Prediction market.
I don't want to use their woke terms for what is just gambling.
It's gambling. It's gambling.
Yeah,
but they call it predictive because everything is a prediction. Well, what do you think gambling is?
Yeah, no, it's like I said.
I'm predicting that the card you turn over next is red.
It's their PC woke terms for just gambling, but they're too cowardly to say it because then it would be regulated in a different way. It's like, oh, you're buying into a prediction. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't have the same brain injury that you do to think that makes sense, that this is a different thing. Like, it's so silly.
But so back to the immigrants. I think that's part of why the sport is being deteriorated, why all sports is being deteriorated. It's blaming other people for everything else and then saying, well, this guy over here didn't do it as bad as this guy, so we're just not going to follow the rules. This guy is an idiot, so we're just going to call him the N-word. Like, of all things we do in this world, we attack entire populations instead of just saying that person. Or there are a majority of people that I've interacted with. People are, I hate to use this, so soft. Both sides are so soft. Everyone's a cupcake. Instead of having a discourse and talking it out, they just go right to blaming a group. Do you know the unemployment rate for men has exceeded the unemployment rate for women?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But if you were to say that men aren't getting jobs like women are going to be, oh my God, you can't say that. I'm a woman. I'm like, historically, yes, you are a marginalized group. But it doesn't change the current day scenario.
Yeah, I mean, all this, gender dynamics, racial dynamics, left, right, all that stuff. I think it's a factor. But at the end of the day, it's up versus down. It's the haves and don't haves.
Yeah.
And
the same white woman that said that Emmett Till said something disgusting to her is the same one saying, oh, a black man looked at me wrong, or I didn't like their tone. Like that's what's happening. And then if you listen,
that's not really what I said. That's not what I said.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What I said is up versus down, the haves and haves not.
Yeah. White woman has the power.
Yeah.
The authority to say whatever she wants. And then, all right, the Karens of the world. Everyone's got a Karen wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, but you're just going back to gender politics of women. It's women's fault. It's like,
I didn't blame women. I didn't. See, that's what you heard. And I didn't say that at all. Okay. I said it is just and it's inequitable.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. Women had to fight for the equal pay in soccer. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then somebody goes, well, women's sports don't make as much as men's. And I go, well, our women's national team makes more than our men's team.
Yeah. I mean, and
they perform better. So why didn't you pay them their value? You just kept their money.
Yeah. And again, we're having a bit of trouble with this in Portland. It's not related to soccer. It's the basketball team. The Blazers recently sold to some
billionaire.
Yeah, I was going to use an adjective, but billionaire is a pretty good descriptor. And now he's trying to twist Oregon's arm to pay for like $300 million improvement on the Moda Center. And his intention is to pay nothing.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And it comes back to this guy just had money and bought the team. He's adding no value to it. Why isn't it owned by the players? Why isn't it owned by the city? And why aren't they getting the vast majority of the profits? This ding dong wants everyone to pay for his hobby.
His hobby.
Yeah, his hobby. It's basically like, hey, I own the team, and I might take it somewhere else if you guys don't give me this $300 million stadium. It's like,
Yeah, go to Seattle
kick
with
rocks. Go away.
Seattle.
Bye.
Go to Seattle. We'll keep the name.
Yeah, go to Seattle. Do whatever. I don't know. I think they need a.
It happened in Baltimore. They picked up in the middle of the night and they went to Indianapolis. So the Indianapolis Colts were the Baltimore Colts. You know, so like it's happened before. Like bye, like we had to wait 20
I
years
just don't know. Yeah, it's. I mean, we were seeing it with in New York. Their owner, their team's owner, huge piece of crap. Crying, making things worse, just really trying to spoil things to, basically protect Trump. Surprise, surprise. And
well, I mean, I think they were all like, he's part of the ownership groups that, are on list on somebody's island. I don't know whose island. Wink.
It's Victoria's Secret. That's who.
Yeah. I was really sad that unfortunately we were going to have a special guest on and that wasn't able to happen.
Yeah.
I want to take a time to recognize that too. Is men's mental health is real. They call it male loneliness, and I don't think it's less. It's not necessarily loneliness. It's more like male isolation.
Mm-hmm.
They make it sound like a pussified like word. It's like loneliness. It's like the dude's not lonely. He's just isolated.
Yeah, and I think if you wanted to expand that out, I think there's a loneliness crisis everywhere. I think a lot of people are feeling separated and isolated, and they don't really, again, coming back to make the whole circle of seeing things fall apart. The rules don't really matter. People doing whatever they want. It makes you feel very atomized. We're not in this together. We're in this for ourselves.
Yeah, and I think that's where again, what we were talking about. We were like gender dynamics. I'm like, it's not the gender dynamics. It's the way that it's the way men aren't allowed to feel.
Mm-hmm.
They're not allowed to feel like that.
Yeah, no, it's a triggering word for some people, but toxic masculinity isn't an insult to masculine men. It hurts men too. Saying you can't feel these feelings is hurting men. It hurts other people too, but it hurts men.
Because if we looked at the statistical data, and I might want to go look it up now, but well, maybe I can. I have a good friend named Chat, and my friend Chat and we talk all the time.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. It's ChatGTP.
No.
ChatGTP.
The audience, they picked up on that one.
Yeah, of course they did. But in ChatGTP, there you can. I was actually watching. What's his name? Lindsey Graham.
Oh Lord, Lady Lindsay.
No, it wasn't Lady. It wasn't Lady Lindsay. It was Kennedy, Senator Kennedy.
The insane guy
from Louisiana.
Oh God.
It's like I don't think I'm the dumbest man on earth, but he's like, I don't think he's the dumbest man on earth, but if one person dies,
he's in the competition though.
No, he said no. Kennedy said, I don't think he's the dumbest man on earth, but he better pray that other person doesn't die.
Wait, who was he saying that about?
He always says it about somebody. He says it about somebody.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's a halfwit himself. Like, he's not an intelligent person.
I think it's fun. He's very comical. He's very charming.
Yeah. If he wasn't in politics, I'd like him a lot more, but he is.
Yeah. If he was just a
demonic force.
If he was just a Louisiana farmer, I'd be like, yo, this dude's hilarious.
Can we just, if we're going to talk politics, can we, just.
No, I'm not talking politics.
No. If we're going to. Go on.
I was talking about a politician, but I lost the thought.
You were going to talk about Lady Lindsay.
No, I was trying to talk about Kennedy.
Oh, never mind.
He was on Theo Von's podcast. Mm-hmm. He's on Theo Von's podcast, and they're just talking. And I lost where I was going with this. I really did.
Well, when you're trying to think of that, if you've reminded me now. Did you see all this stuff about Mitch McConnell?
Oh, Mitch.
So for those who don't know, Mitch McConnell is the senior senator from Kentucky. Probably the most effective politician of my lifetime, which is not a compliment. He is. I got a lot of strong feelings about him. And because of these strong feelings, I'm assuming he is now possibly dead.
I don't know, and I wish I hope his wife is by his bedside.
Actually, I was just seeing that she is in China for some reason. Has been there for a couple of weeks, actually, running around China, talking to the vice president of China.
So she didn't get on a plane immediately and go by the side of her husband?
Yeah, people are saying it might be more of a lavender marriage or a beard type situation. I'm not sure if that's true. Lady Lindsey Graham, as we were mentioning, definitely
wasn't she a former secretary under the first administration?
Oh, her. Yeah, she did something. I forget what it was.
And now she's over out palling around with Kim Jong Un Il, King Kong Il. What's his name?
Ooh.
What?
Oh, I don't know. That sounded a little sharp.
No, what's his name? Xi Jinping? Pao? What's his name?
No, it's the vice president. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Xi Jinping is the president. Or
see, I wasn't being racist. I was trying to get his name right.
I didn't say you were racist.
You're like, oh wow. I was like, I was just trying to get his name right.
Mm-hmm.
Xi Jinping. Anyway, but she's not by her husband's bed. Now let me tell you, ask yourself this question. What would the world say if like anyone didn't go next to their husband or wife's side when they were, critically ill and may have had a massive heart attack?
He's not critically ill. I mean, besides the fact they were doing resuscitation on him, I'm sure he's fine. Scott Jennings actually had a nice 20-minute conversation with him about Ukraine, about Israel, about the history of the Senate. Oh, well, he didn't say conversation with. He said talked to.
Yeah, not talk with.
Yeah, it feels like a very legal thing to say, a very lawyerly thing to say. It's like, I spoke to him. It's like, spoke to him.
It's like I whispered in his ear on speakerphone.
You can talk. Yeah, you can put this phone on speakerphone and talk at somebody and be like, Mitch, can you hear me?
And they're all like, I talked to him. I'm like, he's in a hospital down the street.
Yeah, maybe he had a Ouija board.
Visit. Huh?
He did a seance. He had a Ouija board. He was getting communications from the other side from Mitch.
But he could have got in a car and just head over and be like, hey, I'm here to see my friend Mitch. If he's well enough to talk to you on the phone, you can talk to him.
Yeah. No, I mean, like the fact that they're hiding him. There's a theory going around that he is brain dead because of very not credible sources. I have to say, Laura Loomer had come out and said something about him being brain dead, which I'm willing to print the rumor, honestly.
I heard Laura Loomer's a man.
Yeah,
I heard it from someone.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know that to be true.
I don't know to be true.
They I don't know what their pronouns are, a monster, but they'd said he was brain dead, and a lot of people are theorizing they're going to try to keep it hidden until the 3rd of August, which is the cutoff date, to avoid doing a special election where many are theorizing that Thomas Massey would come in and clean up. And he was the other Kentucky senator, if I'm not incorrect. No. And he got basically shivved by AIPAC.
No, that's not true. Thomas Massey is a congressman.
Congressman, sorry, not a senator.
Whose wife died several years ago, and they try to you see the video where the guy said, I heard you made your ex-girlfriend sign an NDA, and he turns the camera out and says, I heard you like gay porn.
Oh my God. He's got some funny things, and as far as Republicans go, he's probably the top of the pile, which in my opinion is not saying much, but it's still the top.
I think Eli, not to be disrespectful to you, but I think it's insulting instead of just saying, hey, these are the things I do agree with him on, and the things I agree with him on, I can work with him on. Just like the Democratic congressman, him and I can't remember, Omar. No, it's not Omar, is it? The Democratic congressman, they put in the resolution to let the Epstein files go. They co-sponsored it together.
Ro Khanna.
Ro Khanna. Yeah, they didn't say no. We're not. I don't want to work with them. It's like no.
Yeah, but I will just say I don't work with him. I'm not in politics. I'm not a political strategist. I'm just a person. I'm just a man. And I'm entitled to my opinions to be like, I think his politics are pretty rotten.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
when we agree on something, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I don't think he's a disingenuous person. I think he really believes what he believes.
I, I don't think he's a disingenuous person either. And honestly, I agree with him more than I agree with Omar or AOC.
Yeah, and that's where we disagree.
Yeah,
But
because I agree with him more on some basic human things like, hey, housing's not affordable. Let's fix it. Not we need to make housing affordable for trans babies. I'm like, what? What? Housing more affordable for trans babies? Why don't we just make housing more affordable?
uh-huh. I agree.
We gotta go down a rabbit hole.
We should make housing more affordable. But
Yeah,
regardless, anyway, back to Lady Lindsay, bitch McConnell. Is he dead? Is he alive? Find out next week or no? Probably till August. They'll probably wait to.
So they have to submit. So the rule is to avoid a special election. They would have to just simply the Republican Party would offer 3 candidates, and the governor can reject.
Not the governor.
No. The governor. See, this is the caveat. The Republican Party of the state would pick 3 names, and the governor can pick one or send them back for another selection.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, so it's the governors.
Yeah, because when the Democratic governor, Kentucky is led by a Democrat, weirdly enough.
Andy Beshear.
When he came into power, the legislator immediately rushed to make sure he couldn't pick a senator for a situation just like this, because they're like, oh my God, he would pick who he wants instead of who we want. So
well, Andy Beshear is a 2-term governor there in Kentucky.
Yep.
Shellacked. I mean, just graped the Republican nominee last time. He just graped him. I mean, it was.
I wouldn't use those words. I say blew him out of the water. But
and the guy was black too, by the way. I mean,
it's funny, and this is a quick aside. It is funny, and I'm not saying he was a DEI pick.
Yeah, DEI.
But it kind of whenever Republicans pick a black person or a woman, or even sometimes a black woman, it is very funny because they're like,
they picked Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah. And honestly, it seems like they're like, look, this black person agrees with us. It's like they picked like the 1 of 5 people who are like them could do that. It's not a popular thing.
Yeah, I know that too. But ultimately, Mitch McConnell is sick. I wish him a speedy exit somewhere.
Yeah, no, I won't pretend to be nice. I'm gloves off. I hope he dies. Explicitly. I hope he dies.
I didn't say that.
I put my whole back behind that. He is a demon. I piss on his grave. And it seems like his family doesn't care either, because again, his wife is gallivanting in China.
The fact your wife is in China.
No one cares.
It's like, hey, your husband just said, "Oh my God, we have to get to the airport. I need to."
They're literally weekend at Bernieing this motherfucker.
It was not the weekend at Bernie. See, Eli, even with you right now, I'm getting a little frustrated. To be like, the truth is that wouldn't it be more important that you spend time with your family instead of worrying about politics?
I mean, it's his legacy. Being a little piece of crap.
Wouldn't it be more important for you to spend more time with your family than worry about politics if something was going on with your significant other?
Yeah, but you're not aware of what powerful people do. These aren't marriages of love.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you're getting frustrated with me, and I'm just saying talking about the truth is that family should come before your political ambitions or your political legacy. Because let me tell you what. Who shot Hamilton? Well, people know that now.
I live on Burr Street.
But in the 19 Was it 1990s? There was a commercial where this guy's like eating like peanut butter or something, and they go, "Who killed Alexander Hamilton?" And he's the big. This guy's like, he's got pictures of Aaron Burr. He's got like, there's like all these books he wrote about Aaron Burr. It's like written by me, and then he couldn't get the words out, and he loses like this $1 million challenge. It's because nobody was going to remember the politics sometimes. Most people don't remember George Washington's necessary politics. They try to remember the man who won the Revolutionary War. That's not politics. That was just war. They remember that. Or he's our first president, or they remember our founding fathers. They remember
family circles into this somewhere.
What?
You said this was about family.
Yeah. They don't tend. No, I said they will not remember necessarily your politics. But guess what? Your family remembers your name. People remember Martha Washington, Abraham Lincoln. You know, they remember people for something beyond politics. But when it comes to the other, you know, well, we're on President 47 right now. Most people cannot name 20. They can't. They can't.
Yeah, but I mean, if you only care about a legacy and being remembered, I guess that's a problem. But you know.
Yeah, but your legacy is beyond a piece of paper and a pen. It is the family and the legacy that you leave.
Yeah. Okay, but I think you're
behind. And what I'm saying is Mitch McConnell right now is a man that had a heart attack. Let's remove it. Man has heart attack.
83-year-old man has heart attack.
Wife goes to China. Who wouldn't cuss this woman out? Hey, woman has heart attack. Husband goes to China. Doesn't matter. You would cuss, like, girl, get your ass back on that plane and go see your husband. He is laying there and he needs your strength. He needs you there with him.
Yeah, but you're talking about them like they're real people and not like political animals.
Because we have to expose the difference between what is normal. So you like to be, well, I'm just going to talk about this guy. And I'm like, I'm talking about a human life.
I don't care about the human.
Whatever.
Really he could be personally a very nice person.
Now, when someone else does it, are they evil?
What do you mean?
Let me just say this. If your best friend was injured and you were relatively close and you could go see them, would you?
Sure.
The person you spend the rest of your life with is supposed to be your best friend. And the fact that she has not gone to see him, that sets a standard for other people to look at.
I wouldn't say that. I know, and I get what you're saying. But I think instead of being like, oh, this is setting a standard, I think it's just a way to critique her and be like, well, obviously they didn't love each other. Obviously it wasn't that type of marriage, you know?
Critique all you want. But if we're going to have a better world, Eli, we've got to at least have better human conversations.
No, I think they're reprehensible.
It's disgusting. It is disgusting on every level, regardless of my politics, my party affiliation, my non-party affiliation, my looks, whatever it is. You should not leave your significant other in the hands of the staffers.
Yeah. But again, I think it's just
who are just sitting around going, well, we need these checks.
It's just what type of relationship they have, right?
It points out what type of country.
That's all it's indicative of, is that they didn't really care about each other.
It points out what type of country we live in.
No, I would say what type of relationship, because going back to your point, if you wanted to treat them as a human being and think of them as a human being and not just a political operative.
This is a man who ran on family values. A man who ran on family values. Family values.
Surprise, surprise, a Republican lied about what he actually cared about. They don't care about anything. They just lie. They just say whatever they don't actually believe any of that.
I don't think all Republicans do that. I think
I would say politically, yes, they do. I would say politically. But I don't think if you're a national Republican, you don't believe in anything.
Okay. I think it's disrespectful and disingenuous and not the human way to look at things.
If you're a national Republican politician, you don't believe in anything. You're a craven little worm. Not Republicans as a people. If you're identified as a Republican, that's different. But if you're in politics as a Republican, you don't believe in anything.
But you are doing exactly what I just preached against. You cannot put everyone into the same. When you say the Republican, if you're a Republican, I'm like,
if you're a national Republican, I was very specific.
Now
I put the aperture focus on there. Not if you voted Republican, that's different. If you are in politics as a Republican nationally, I don't think you could point to, I won't say a single one, more than a couple that actually believe in anything. Because you watch them turn back on anything they've ever said. It's just that's the case. That is very much the
But
case.
I don't think it's about politics here.
Okay.
This is a man in a hospital who had a cardiac event. And I know, yeah,
it's not my grandpa. It's not your grandpa. It's not just anybody's grandpa. He is a longtime senator of Kentucky, and he has done nothing but bad things his entire life.
He is a man. He is a human being.
No.
And that this is why I believe in my faith, because I think that no matter, I do not get to be his final judge.
I don't either.
And so I pray for his soul, whatever might be left of it.
His outlook for his soul does not look good.
I pray for it. I pray for his soul. I pray for the souls of the people.
I hope he gets eternal damnation. He's a bad person, and he's done nothing but bad things. And that's genuinely how I feel. I really feel strongly about that. I will not feel bad for wishing bad things for him. And he's lived a long life. He didn't get punished the way he should have been punished. He's done nothing but harm and degradation to this country. He's a bad person. So seeing him fall from grace, seeing him be mocked viciously, he deserves so much worse. He deserves so much worse. Anyway,
I
sorry to be negative, but
no, I'm gonna always be. I'm gonna be with the positive one, because I don't think like that, Eli, and I don't think that's the way to a better world. I don't. Okay. I
think bad people being punished for the bad things they do. He's not even being punished. Me thinking bad things is it's my right to do. And I think he is an awful person. I really do.
I live in a world of civility where I say, I hope that you have your exit, and that whatever God has for him is already predestined, and I cannot change that. It is not my job to judge him.
And I appreciate that people like you exist. I, for myself, will be putting on my dancing shoes and going to his grave.
I would feel the same way that I felt about when Donald Trump said something disgusting about Rob Reiner. I just don't think it's appropriate.
Okay. I don't think those are equal things, but
Henry Kissinger, I didn't cry a tear, and I just said, well, I don't have to say it. I don't have to be rude and disrespectful.
I'm not a wizard. I can't make anything bad happen to him. You can't stop me from thinking that, though.
Well, I don't have to say it. Maybe that's where our world's fucked up. Maybe that's we're going to get banned for that one. Maybe that's why our world's messed up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a time and a place for everything. You went behind closed doors and you cussed people out and you said whatever you wanted to. And then when you went back into the office, you were like, whew.
Yeah, I would just say we lived in that world and we are here now. So what did it get us? We're doing it differently now. We're doing updates. We're not going back. We're moving forward. And this is the Keep Moving podcast. So it's kind of like we're moving forward, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if we are. I think it feels like we're moving backwards. I think into a society that does not believe in respect, dignity, and honor. A world where people will say racist. Never did. Listen. Whatever. I don't even want to talk about it. Because if I said it, you'd be like, well, it's like
it's the Keep Disagreeing podcast, I think. But do you want to? I think we're kind of coming to a point. Is there anything to put a bow on this? I'm not.
I thought we had another topic, but
I think that we hit on the two is the World Cup and the Mitch McConnell being alive or dead, perhaps both.
Yeah, I'm feeling anxious.
Oh, are you? What's that?
Yeah. Because I don't want this to be so negative. I genuinely
I think it's real. That's the thing.
It's real talk, but it feels negative. It feels very negative. You can say the same thing.
Well,
I guess I get. Well, no, I'm not talking about Mitch anymore.
No,
but
there's well, okay.
Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a famous quote, and I'm going to mess it up, but the acrostic is people say, not to say bad things about someone who's died, only good. And to that I say, Mitch McConnell is dead. Good. Anyway, see, positive. I'm keeping positive. Are you not amused?
No, but it is your right as an American to say it.
Thank you.
Choose.
Will you fight for my right to say it?
Yeah. Same way the KKK was represented by the ACLU.
Me and the KKK were like...
No, I just said the same way the ACLU supported the KKK when their freedom of speeches were being violated. It's America. And everybody goes, well, the ACLU is this liberal thing. I'm like, no, they're not. They are totally about the rights of Americans, even if they disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I could fundamentally disagree with people all day, but at the end of it, I still go, it is your right. I do not have to agree, but I do not also have to engage with individuals like that. And so I make a choice on who I do engage with. You know,
okay.
if you don't like Strom Thurmond, all right, you don't like Strom Thurmond. I ain't like Strom Thurmond. I didn't like him. Wasn't my friend. I don't know.
You gotta wrap this up. You're gonna walk in circles again.
No, I don't know him. I didn't like him, but hey, when he died, I was like, oh, okay, because people die every day, and it is not my job to judge them.
Yep, I agree.
It's like, okay, Bush Senior. God rest your soul.
All right. This has been the Keep Moving podcast. We super appreciate you coming through this journey with us. I've been Captain Eli, and this has been Unk Keel.
No, don't say that. Don't.
I'm trying to draw. You gave me a nickname. I'm trying to get one for you.
It's just Big Unk. It's just Big Unk. That's the nickname.
Yeah, but we'll work on
my name in it. It's just Big Unk.
Unkeel.
No, Big
Unk.
Unk.
Dropping now.
Okay.
Anyway, folks, keep moving. Join us next week for more ramblings, ADHD style content, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This is Keep Moving. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Have a great day and a better tomorrow.